everyone, my name is John. So today we're going to do a strength or chair strength exercise. Um, so all we're going to need is just a chair that is stable, won't move around too much, as well as some dumbbells. So today I'm going to be using water bottles as my dumbbells since I don't have any. So that's really all we'll need. So perfect. So we'll get started with just a quick little warm up here. We'll start with some seated jumping jacks, and we'll do this for a full minute. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring our hands up and go out, and when we bring our hands down, we're gonna go back in with our legs. So we're gonna do this for a full minute. So the 3-minute warm up is just to get our heart rate going and just to get our blood flowing. You don't want to push anything. You can go slow or fast, depending on how you want to do it or what's comfortable. But we're going to do this for a full minute. When we're doing this, make sure our back is straight. We're looking straight ahead. Sorry, look down. Of course, right when I say that. But just keep the same pace the whole minute. We're going to do this for another 10 seconds, and then we're going to switch to shadow boxing. Perfect. Alright. So this can be moved out the way for now. And now we're just going to do some shadow boxing. So all we're going to do is step and punch, okay? So we're going to step to the left and punch, step to the right, punch. And just keep this momentum going on for another minute as well. Again, we're just trying to get our heart rate up, make sure our blood is flowing, so that when we do our actual exercises, we're all good and ready. Remember on this, go at your own pace as well. Go faster or slower, it's all up to you. Kind of think of this as a dance, because that's how I think of it. Okay, perfect. We're going to do this for another 10 seconds. Really get that heart rate going up. Okay, perfect. Alright, so next we're going to just do a march in place. We're just going to bring our knees up and our hands out. Make sure our arms are moving while we're doing this. And for this, remember you can go faster or slower, depending on how you feel. This will help get our legs ready as well, since we're going to do a full body today. Oh yeah, we're going to do this for another 20 seconds. Alright, 10 more seconds and then we'll move to our warm-up, or an actual workout. Alright, perfect. Okay, so we're first going to start with just some seated dumbbell lifts. Okay, so you can get any weight you want with your dumbbell, whatever you like. But I'm going to use these for an example. What we're going to do is we're going to sit on the edge of our chair, and we're going to put our dumbbells to the side of our body, and we're just going to lift straight up. And then we're just going to do this for 10 reps. Make sure that when we're on our way up, we're squeezing our biceps a little, just slightly, so that we feel a full contraction. And make sure our backs are straight, okay? 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Alright. And then, now, we will do some upright rows. So for this, we'll turn our chair to the side. We use it as a weight to lean our body on. And we'll use one dumbbell. And we'll lean over slightly, bend your knees slightly down. Keep your back straight. We're going to put this down, our dumbbell to our knees. We're just going to pull it all the way up to our hips. Okay? We're going to do this for 10 as well. For this, I find it best to go slow, especially when you're going up, and just kind of holding it there for just a tad, just for like a second. This will help our upper back as well as our biceps. We'll do one more. Perfect. Now we'll switch arms. We'll do it the exact same thing. Okay? You set a weight for your body. Keep your knees slightly bent and your back straight. Start at your knees and go up to your hip. Pull it up as if you're starting a lawnmower, you know? That's the best way of describing it, or when I learned it. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright. Perfect. So then now, we're going to do a sort of an incline chest press. And we're going to use both of our dumbbells as well. And so for this, if you have the back of your chair, make sure you're leaning on it, but not too much. And we're just going to lean back a little bit. We're going to start with our weights on our shoulders, just above them, okay? And we're just going to lift straight up. We're just going to go straight up. Make sure we're looking straight up so that we're not hurting our necks or anything. We're going to do this for 10. On our way up, maybe you want to squeeze your chest just a little bit. Perfect. 2 more. 1, 2. Awesome. Okay. So now, we're just going to start this all over again. So be on our chairs, back straight up, grab our weights or our dumbbells, start down on our hips with our elbows tucked in, and just curl straight up. Remember to keep your back straight and chest out while we're doing this so that we're really focusing up on our biceps. At the peak contraction, just make sure that we're squeezing just a tad bit. We're going to do 10 of these, so I have 2 more. Awesome. Alright. Now again, we'll go to our upright rows. Your chair as weight for your body, support for your body. Start with it by your knee. Back straight, and just go straight to your hips, okay? Really just go slow. Find it best it works that way. Really get that back in shape. And remember, we can use any weight that we want. If you need to go up, that's fantastic. If you need to go down, that's also fantastic. Just really just making sure that we're doing this all correctly. Our form is right, and we're safe doing this. So 1 more. Perfect, okay. Now we'll switch sides. And we'll go down, and back straight, knees slightly bent. Start with the weight by your knees. Go straight to your hips. 3, 4, 5, 6. Now remember, don't do what I'm doing, and don't turn your body. You don't want to twist anything wrong. Just want to look straight ahead or just straight down while we're doing this. 10. Alright, great. And now again, we'll do our incline chest press. Okay, so remember, have your sit sit towards the end of your chair, lean back so it's comfortable. Have your back straight, sort of arc it in a way, and keep your dumbbells by your chest or by your shoulders and go straight up. Just go straight up. At the top, don't bring the weights together. Just go perfectly straight up. Remember, just go slow, because I'm really just getting our form down. Perfect. Remember, just look at one thing. Alright, perfect. So now we'll take a 30-second rest, get our orders in straight and such, Then we'll get back to it. I hope everyone's having a fantastic day, or week, or whatever it is. Hopefully everyone's in a great mood, getting back to society as this pandemic is slowly ending. Sort of, not really. Okay, so we'll get 10 more seconds of rest and then we'll go to our next set of workouts. So what we're going to start with is just a tricep extension. We're going to take one of our dumbbells again. We're going to lean over to our chair and almost do the same thing as the upright rows, except this time the weight is already going to be up. We're going to have our elbows bent. So same position with your body, keep your back straight, knees slightly bent. Except this time, we're going to bring the weight and just kick it out. Like so. And when our elbows completely straight, that's as far as you need to go. We're going to do 10 of these. We're going to make sure our elbow is locked into our body so that we're not swinging our arms or anything. We're going to go slow and just make sure our form is nice and smooth. 9, 10. Perfect. Now we're going to switch arms. Okay, so again, keep the chair for support. Bend your knees slightly. And just go straight up with your elbow. Make sure it's a smooth and fluent movement. Keep that back straight. Remember, don't bounce on any of these workouts. 5, 6, 7. And if you'd like, you can always go up and wait. Or if you really like, you can bend over just slightly, a tad more, so that there's more of a range to go up. Okay, so perfect. Now, we will do a seated shoulder press. So we're gonna grab both of our weight, and we're just gonna sit straight forward. We're not gonna lean on the back of the chair, just so that we're making sure our posture is nice and sturdy while we're doing this. And we're just gonna grab both of our dumbbells. We're gonna start them at our shoulders, and we're just gonna go straight up with them, like so. Make sure when we're at the top, we're not hitting them together. We're just going straight up. The reason that we don't want to hit them up at the top together is because when we're going straight up, it really just focuses in on your shoulders. We're going to do 10 of these. 8, 9, 10. Great. Alright. Now we'll just start over again with this, and we'll go just tricep extensions once again. So we'll grab our dumbbell. We'll use the chair support. Same position as upright rows. Keep the back straight. Slightly bend the knees. Keep your elbow flexed in, and then just straight up. 2, 3, 4, 5, just look straight ahead. I know I keep looking at the camera, but force a habit, make sure I'm doing it right as well. Perfect. Alright, and I'll just switch hands. Excuse me if I'm getting my rep counter incorrect. Keep losing track. I apologize. Alright, so bending the knees, back straight, looking straight ahead. 1, 2. Remember, just keep your elbows straight. One more straight. That's when you hit the mark. Seven, 8, 9, 10. Alright, great. Alright, so now we'll take another 30-second rest. So at this point, we can shake our body, make sure we're all nice and loose. Okay, now that we've done with our rest, we'll start with our lower body. Okay, so first we're going to start with just some seated squats. Okay, so for these, we'll make sure our arms are out straight. Have your feet almost shoulder width apart, maybe slightly more. And we're just going to sit down on our chair with our hands straight up, like this, and we're just going to go straight back up. Like that. Make sure we're keeping our back straight, chest out, have our hands up. Like that. So we're just going to do 10 of these as well. If you'd like to make them harder, you can always grab your dumbbells. And we can bring them to our shoulders like this. Remember, we're still going to keep our back straight and our chest out. And we're just going to go straight down. We're going to go up. Like this. When we're touching the chair, we're barely touching here. That way we're really just focusing on our quads and our glutes. Okay, perfect. So once you do 10 of those, we'll switch to our next one. We'll just do lateral leg extensions. So we're just going to have our chair out like this. We're going to put our hands on our hips. Just hold the chair like this for balance. And we're just going to bring them straight out. Like that. We're going to do 10 of these as well. Make sure that this leg is slightly bent so that there's some support. Remember, only go as high as you can, so that you need to really just feel just a slight burn for the sides of your hips. And once we get 10, we'll switch to the other leg. Perfect. Alright, so switch to the other leg. We'll do the same thing. Just bring it straight to the side. Sorry. Straight to the side. Once we do 10 of these, we'll go to our next workout, which will just be seated bridges. And I'll show you just what that means in a sec. 10. Awesome. Okay. So for these, I picture this with a fit ball, but I think we can still do it. Might be a little bit more difficult, but we'll see. So what we're going to do is we're going to just start with this, get in a raised position. We're going to go down and we're just going to put our upper back on our chair like this. Okay? And all we're going to do, we're just going to have a slight bend and we're just going to go straight up like that. Just have an upward thrust towards the sky. And really just hold your position when you're at the peak. This is going to help our adductors for our hips. And we're going to do 10 of these as well. Remember, make this position as comfortable as possible because I know it can be a little uncomfortable. But it'll be very helpful for our glutes and our adductors. 10. Alright, perfect. Oh. Careful on the way up. Okay, perfect. So now, next workout, we will do some seated heel lifts. So these are quite simple. You can have your hands resting on your knees if you'd like. Add a little bit more resistance, but we're just gonna lift up our legs like this. Make sure we're on our tippy toes. Get our calves real nice and burned, like so. If you'd like to make it more difficult, we can put weights like this on as well, and then you can hold them with your hands for support, but we're just going to do the same thing. We're just going to lift up straight to the sky. Make sure we're really getting that flexion in our calves. Once we do 10, we will start back with chair squats. Perfect. Okay. We'll go back to our chair squats now. Remember, barely touch the chair. This is mainly for balance. And also keep our posture in good shape. Have our hands out in front of us like this. Go down, barely tap it, and go right back up. Barely tap, right back up. We do 10 of these as well. Remember, you can add some weight resistance. If you have dumbbells, put them by your shoulders. Go straight up. Main focus is to keep your back straight. Stick your hips out if you need to, almost like this, so that we're really just making sure no pressure is on our backs, and just our legs. Once we hit 10, we'll go back to our lateral leg extensions. Perfect. Okay. So these, remember, just use this as support. And just go out with your legs. This is going to help. Really just, you might feel a slight burn, but trust me, this helps. I've had an injury in football right here. For some reason, it's like magic. And I loved it ever since. It's almost like a stretch and a workout at the same time. Okay, one more. Perfect. Okay, switch legs. Do the exact same thing. One. Remember, don't use the chair so much as support, but rather to keep your balance. And also remember, just go as high as you need to, so you feel just a slight burn in your hip. Okay, great. Now we'll go back to our chair bridges. Remember, make sure that we're comfortable doing this one, and that we're in a comfortable position. Make sure we're not falling off the chair or anything like that. You can have your hands wherever you want. I sometimes put them on my hips, or I put them like this. We're just gonna go straight up. Make sure that we're not putting too much pressure on our back on the way down. Or we're just going to a comfortable position like this. Just so that there's enough room so that when we are making that upward motion, we do feel something in our glutes and our abductors. Alright, okay, we'll do 2 more. Perfect, okay. Careful on the way up again. We don't need an accident like that. Okay, lastly, do some seated heel raises again. Okay. Hands on knees. You can lean forward for slight resistance, and we'll just go for 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, finish off with some core now, after this 30-second rest. Okay, perfect. So now that our rest is done, we will do our core workouts. So first we're going to do some seated dead bugs. Okay, so for this, we can have the chair slightly angled. We're going to lean back just a little bit. And we're not going to even lift our legs at all. We're just going to lift our knees, like so, like this. And we're going to alternate hands. So when I lift this leg, this arm is going up. I lift this leg, this arm's going up. We're going to do 10 for each leg, pretty much. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you want to make this more difficult, you can sit further out on the edge, so we're leaning back just enough. Make sure we're not sliding anywhere. Also, if you do want to make it more difficult, you can lift the leg up. Really get our upper abs in shape. I think that's 10. Correct me if I'm wrong. Make sure you're doing 10 though. Okay. Next we're going to just do single leg knee lifts. So we're just going to lean back just a little bit, this armchair, and we're just going to go up with one leg at a time. Try to touch our knees to our chest. If you need to, you can grab the bottom of the chair so that we're stable. Also, while we're doing this, have a slight lean forward with your body. So that we're really feeling that crunch. We're getting our lower abs involved as well as our hip flexors. We'll do 10 of these for each leg. I sort of lost count, so hopefully I'm on track. I'm going to say that's 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, perfect. So now we'll work on our obliques. So what we'll do is we'll sit straight up. We'll have our hands to our hips, and we'll touch our toes. Not really touch our toes, but try to touch our heels and go straight back up. Touch your heels and go back up. Remember, keep your back straight and sturdy. We don't want to lean forward and do this because that will not help. That'll actually hurt your back. So just make sure that we're keeping our back very straight. And we're just going slow and through the motion so that we're doing this all correct. If you want to make this more difficult, grab your dumbbells and use them as some weight while we're going down. Remember, just go slow. We don't need this on a race. Make sure we're really just squeezing our obliques. I'm going to say that's 7 again. I keep losing count and I apologize. 9, 10. Alright, great. And now we'll just finish off with some seated back extensions. So remember, always keep your back straight. We'll look straight ahead. You can have your arms out or not. You can have them at your chest. But what we're going to do is we're just going to lean forward and go straight back up. Lean forward and go straight back up. Okay? Making sure that we're not bending our back while we're going down and up. We want to make sure that our back is very straight. And we're going straight back up. Honestly, I would keep your hands on your stomach so that we're really making sure our back is straight and just going straight up. Go as low as you need to. Making sure that we're getting our lower back some sort of contractions. Remember to breathe on these. Breathe in on the way down, and breathe out on the way up. And we're going to do 10 of these. I think this is my last one. Boom. Okay. Perfect. So for those abs, do those all over again, the exact same order. For every single workout I did, if you want to add another set, you can. But yeah, that is all I have for today. I hope you guys enjoyed and appreciate this workout.